Today I'm going to talk about letting go and why it's essential for growth. This is a topic that most people don't talk about, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront today about letting go. And a lot of this has to do with letting go of people, whether or not it's your parents that are maybe they're kind of toxic to you. Maybe they're saying things to you in the background that don't serve you. Maybe they're telling you that you're not good enough, or maybe they're telling you that, well, if you don't get that A, that you suck. And maybe subconsciously, that's the thing that actually is holding you back from being the best version of you. So maybe you have to set a boundary with those parents. Not that you don't love them, but maybe you have to say, you know what? I need a moment. We're going to only talk like once a week. Because subconsciously, if you were in my life, you are actually holding me back. And they're looking at you like, I'm just trying to help you. I'm your parent. I'm just trying to give you the best advice. But the reality is they are self-sabotaging you, which in return, you're going to self-sabotage yourself. Because subconsciously, you're hearing your mom or your dad in the background saying, you're not good enough. You can't do that. There's no way. We weren't born like this. You've never been good at this. Subconsciously, that is what's happening. I need you guys to wake up and recognize this. So you may have to let go of a parent. You may have to let go of a sibling. These are all real stories, by the way, okay? You may have to let go of a sibling that tells you that you aren't good enough because you have some kind of disability. I remember growing up, my sister would antagonize me daily about that I had a learning disability and that she didn't have one and that I couldn't hear. And she would like throw it in my face like it was a horrible thing. And so I grew up my entire life until I was like 35 years old thinking that it was a horrible thing. But I had to let that go and realize that that was actually my superpower. Because my learning disability, my hearing loss is a thing that made me different. And in my sister's eyes, that was the thing that she had been so shameful of. And I was, because I was taking on her shame of me not being able to hear and going having these problems. But the reality is that actually shaped me and formed me to know and me to have confidence to stand on my own to say, you know what, I am going to do this differently from everyone else because I am different. And that's like when you let that go and truly know who you are, it's so powerful. It's so powerful. Maybe you have to let go of your job that you're stuck in, of the 9 to 5 job that you absolutely hate, but you're just tolerating it because you just think your parents said that you must be a doctor and now you're living the dream out for them. But the reality is you hate it. You hate going home and doing notes. You hate working with patients. You actually, hate's a strong word. You dislike working with patients. You're over it. You're overseeing 14 to 17 patients a day. You're over it. But you continue to do it because you feel like you have to live up to this standard that your parents set for you, that you have to be the doctor and you can't let go of that title because the ego is the thing holding you there. But today, you have to let go of the ego. You got to let go of that ego and say, no, that's not who I am. I can do something different. I can actually do something that fills my soul. I can actually do something that empowers me daily instead of sucks the life out of me. But I know that little fear is on your shoulder, thinking, there's no way I can do this. I can't let go of this. This is the income that I make. This is my identity. Who would I become? But that's the beautiful part. When you let go, you actually get to learn and get an invitation to invite yourself to the new being of who you are becoming. And that's the beauty of it. When I was so scared to let go of my brick and mortar because it was the thing that fed my lifestyle. And that's all I poured my identity in for the last, 5 to 6 to 7 years. It's all I poured my identity in. And that's all I did 24 hours a day, 7 days a week was that. But within one day and one decision and one speech from stage, with this guy telling me, today is your, it is now your, it is literally today is your sign, which I am telling you in this video today, if you are listening. Today is your sign. If you need the sign to let something go or permission, this is it. This guy told me from stage saying, right now, something is not, stop living an unfulfilled life. And I said, he's right. And I called my mom and I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to let it go. And I don't know how I'm going to live, but I'm going to let it go. Because it wasn't fulfilling me anymore. And that's okay. That's okay to move on. It's okay to let go. And because I was able to let go of something so big in my life and something so amazing in my life and something that gave me everything I could imagine in my life, okay? Like it gave me everything. All the wins, all the negatives, it gave me everything. And one day saying, I'm done. I'm going to move on. Being able to do that came to the next phase that I didn't know what was going to come. There was so much uncertainty, so much unknown, so much, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? But at the same time, there was such peace of being like, I made my decision. I made my decision. And that decision was the thing that I'm 39 years old. I've had the most growth in the last 6 months at 39 years old than I ever truly have had in my whole entire life. Because I let go of this one big thing that was truly holding me and making me stuck and making me feel that this was the only thing that I was about. The reality is, I had so much more to give and I was so much deeper than that one thing that gave me everything. And that like opened up my eyes to a brand new life that gave me peace, gave me joy. It gave me a newfound being. It gave me a newfound physical presence. It gave me a new appearance. It gave me just a new vibe. It gave me energy. It gave me so much more than what I was truly living every single day. And I think that is like the most amazing part about letting go of things, of people, of someone that does not serve you to then be able to ascend and grow. And at the time, it is so scary. It is so hard. You think, why would I do this? But on the other side, there is so much opportunity and there is so much fulfillment and growth. And there's joy, and it's just amazing. So I challenge you today, if you are thinking about something that just doesn't feel right for you, it could be a job, it could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a situation, I encourage you to let it go. Let it go. Even if it is your identity, even if it is your thing, even if it is the number one thing in your life, let it go. Because that's how you actually grow and truly find out who you are and who you're becoming. So today, go do that.